Hi everyone, today I am going to tell you a short story from Mahabharata, and this is about King Yudhisthira went to Pitamah Bhishma when he was in bed of arrows to ask about the duties of the king, and Pitamah Bhishma explained him very elaborately what should be the duties of a king, and he explained according to the questions put by King Yudhisthira. So let me begin. The name of the story is the conversation between a vulture and a jackal. So let me begin. After the war was over, King Yudhisthira was completely immersed with grief. He felt as if he was the root cause of all the devastation of Kuru race, and he blamed himself as the destruction of even all the other kings and his kinsmen. At that time, Lord Krishna requested him, not only Lord Krishna, all the rishis, munis, siddhas, and everybody, they told him not to feel as in that way, because everything was according to the destiny and under the influence of time. So he had nothing done wrong. And Lord Krishna requested Yudhisthira to go to Pitamah Bhishma before his last journey, so that he could learn what should be the duties of a king, to take the advice from Pitamah Bhishma. Thus King Yudhisthira, with all his brothers, Lord Krishna, and all other kings, those who were survived from this battle, and also Dhritarashtra, they all went to Pitamah Bhishma, where he was lying on the bed of arrows. After reaching there, King Yudhisthira didn't dare to ask any questions, so he requested Lord Krishna to go and ask Pitamah Bhishma first. Thus, Lord Krishna asked Pitamah Bhishma how he was feeling. Then immediately Bhishma said, "O Lord, O Supreme Soul, because of your grace, I am actually completely fine. I am not getting any pain, and not only that, with your grace, I have acquired all the knowledge. So, Yudhisthira can ask me any questions he wants." Thus, after Krishna, Yudhisthira with joining hands came to Pitamah and put his head on his feet. Very humbly he asked, "O Pitamah, I have so many questions and I am confused. Kindly remove all my confusion and help me to rule the kingdom." So many questions he put, and out of that, one question he asked, "Ki, O Pitamah, is there any mortal in this three world that after his death he had survived once again? Did he get back his life?" To this question, Pitamah Bhishma smiled and said, "O son, O noble King Yudhisthira, what I am telling you, listen to me very carefully. You know what? People do speak very sweet words because to gain their own purpose, for their own intentions. Sometimes they speak very politely, very sweetly. But in fact, they have some bad intentions, their own purpose." So, relating to his questions, he explained a story. This one is the story of, means Pitamah Bhishma said, "Oh Yudhisthira listened the story of the conversation between a vulture and a jackal. Once a Brahmin family were blessed with a son, but unfortunately that son died by some mishappening. Whatever it is, he was the only child in their family. So, crying bitterly, the kinsmen took the child into the crematorium ground. When they reached there, a vulture came to them and said, "O fellow men, why you are crying? Why you are weeping over a dead child? Thousands of people are dying every day, and their kinsmen, they brought them here, and they complete the rituals and they go back. But what for you are crying? Once one is dead, he will not come back again. He will not get back his life again. So go back." Now again the vulture said, "Look, the sun is setting and this crematorium ground is a dangerous place. This lonely area is surrounded by the carnivorous animals, and as the night will follow, they will come and they will attack you. So better you should leave the hope of this child and go back." Now all the kinsmen, they just pressed the child on their chest one after another and cried loudly, and again they kept the child on the naked earth and they tried to go back. While they were trying to go back, at that time a jackal came to them. And the jackal said, "O fools, what are you doing? He is your child, he is your own love. How can you abandon the child on the bare naked ground and you are going back, leaving him alone? Even if he is dead, who knows, he can get back his life once again. So stay back, don't go." To listening the jackal's words, the vulture again said, "O fellow men, do not listen to the wicked-minded jackal. Now listen, the sun is setting and everybody does that. So what is there to weep? And look, the 5 compounds that was composed of this baby is not under his master, means the soul. They have left, they have gone to their own places. And by the way, happiness and misery, both are the go of the world. Everybody has to go through these 2 phases. And one is born means death is guaranteed. Death is with him. So nothing new. Those who have brought him here, one day they will also die and they will be buried here. So what is there to cry over? So go back." But once again the jackal said, "O fellow men, do not listen to this selfish vulture. Don't go after his words. And look, one day this child was making you happy with his sweet voice. And after all, he is your loved one. So do you think that you should leave him here and go back to your house? How can you do that? Look, even the birds and the beasts, they care for their children. And the birds knew very well that when their children will grow up, means the young ones will grow up, they will not look back, they will not take care of them. But still then, without any expectation, they do love them. But I am surprised to look at these human beings. What are you doing? How can you leave this child alone? Try your best. Maybe with good luck, he may get up once again, and so that all of you will be happy. Don't leave him alone here." But the vulture once again said, "Look, don't go after the words of the jackal. He has some bad intentions. Listen to me and drop the child here and go back. Have you ever heard that a dead child got back his life? Is it possible? Everything is under the influence of time, and it is ordained by the Almighty. So even people die when they are in the mother's home, or when they are children, or in their youth. So what for you are crying? It is a normal process. So go back. And the jackal once again said, "O fellow men, do not listen to the vulture. Now look, the birds, the beasts, when they do care for their young ones, and knowing fully well that the young ones will not look back at them, what for you will go back? And wait, look, the sun is not setting, it is still on the sky and it is shining. So don't go, wait for a while." Thus when both of them and the people, the kinsmen of that child, they were crying bitterly, and they were confused with both these jackals and vultures' words. Sometimes they are trying to go away, and sometimes they were returning back. They couldn't decide what to do. At that time, and not only that, both of them were speaking the wise words and about the wise words about the wisdom and the knowledge, as if they both were very learned. While they were disputing, means both this beast and the bird, at that time, Lord Shiva and Parvati, they were passing through that way. Shiva felt very pity for this child, for this kinsman. So he came and he asked them what for they were crying. The kinsman explained that the child was the only wealth of their family, and he died for some mishappenings. Thus Lord Shiva felt, with Uma means Parvati, Lord Shiva was there, and he felt very pity for this man. He said, "Well, I will give back his life, and for 100 years, and you take him and back." Not only that, Lord Shiva also gave the boon to the jackal and the vulture, so that their hunger and thirst will be satisfied forever. And the kinsmen, with Lord Shiva's words, they waited there, and ultimately Lord Shiva gave him back his life. They became very happy and they went away. What was the moral of the story? They didn't get the child back for the jackal's word or for the vulture's word. They both, this beast and the birds, they were telling the sweet words because of their own interest. Because if the kinsman would left the child over there and go back, then the vulture could devour him. And when night will come, all the carnivorous animals, beasts like wolf, tiger, lion, anybody could come, and the jackal also could feed upon the child. So with the bad intentions, means self-gain, they were telling the sweet words, not for the benefit of the child or for the kinsman. But the kinsmen got back the child because of their strong love and affection and the complete determination to get back the child. They stood there, and ultimately through destiny and determination they could get back their child once again. However, this much is the story, means one story which King Yudhisthira asked Pitamah Bhishma whether anybody was there who after death got back his life So relating to this, Pitamah Bhishma told this story. This one is a moral story, means never run after the sweet words of the bad, means wicked minded persons or animals, whoever it may be. Thank you so much. Once again, I will tell you another story of Pitamah Bhishma. Thanks again.